I think I was in the minority at the weekend because I was really looking forward to going to the DW Stadium. It's one of my favourite grounds in the league and it's only my second match of the season. I always think that December games are of a much better mood, it's all festive and happy, so I really enjoy away games at that time of year. I think the 500 or so other fans that went were very apprehensive. We'd lost to Birmingham during the week, so you could understand it, and I think most people expected the same again. That was until we heard the team news.
Dazelle starts, William starts.
Dazelle starts?
Sears starts,
William
and
starts.
Pittman's back, and Lawrence. That's the team. And then on the bench we've got Gavin, Dizzy's on the bench, Varney, Brew, Douglas on the bench, Ward.
Your game predictions. Quick ones.
0-0. I'll say 1-0.
Ipswich, presumably.
Ipswich have named an attacking lineup, but I'm still going to go for 0-0.
Because you've got 20 quid on it.
Yeah.
Stick with my in-fight optimism, 3-1 Ipswich.
Yay!
Good God. I'm going to say 1-0 Wigan in a heartbreaking, last minute defensive error, because that's all I see.
Bit optimistic, but 3-1 Ipswich.
Oh God.
We're getting close, we're only about 3 minutes away.
It was exciting to see us set up in such a attacking way and exciting for me to see Lawrence, Dazelle and Williams play. I know there's been a little bit of debate around the penalty, but whether it was a penalty or not, I think it was right that it was us that had the opening goal at that point in the game. But after that, the fog set in and so did a different Ipswich team. We started to look nervy, we started to lose confidence, and in turn we invited pressure. Wigan hadn't bothered our back line up to that point, and to my mind, they'd started playing for free kicks just to find a way through. They needn't have bothered, of course, because Freddie Sears handed them one and an equaliser on a plate. Sadly, the second half started in much the same way, and Wigan soon got a much-deserved second goal. But credit should be given to McCarthy for the subs because they really did have an impact, mainly through the introduction of David McGoldrick. Our second goal came after a much better period of play for us, and then David McGoldrick showed what a difference he makes with his winning goal. The feeling in the away stand was a mixture of relief and elation. I'm not sure which feeling was more prominent, but I do know that it felt good. Ipswich Town were driving home for Christmas with 3 points. Made it quite clear that I'm a supporter of McCarthy and I will be as long as he's our manager. But just as much as I will make it clear when I agree with his decisions, I also think it's only fair to point out when I don't agree with them. And because of that, I think it's right that people who aren't in support of him acknowledge when he does make the right decisions, and this weekend is one of those times. His subs have been described in the media as a masterstroke, but that might be a bit far, but it does show that that is what changed the game. He set the team up in the way that the fans have been asking him to for months, and the subs that he brought on claimed the game back when it looked like all was lost. The players too deserve some credit. It wasn't the best of games to have to sit through, it wasn't the best performance we've had for a long time, but it takes spirit to come back from being a goal behind, especially when the chips are down like they are at the moment. On top of that, they came back from a goal behind with their own fans getting on their backs. I was absolutely disgusted when we went a goal down to hear people around me shouting at them. That chant, Mick McCarthy, your football is, you know the rest of it. Why do they think that's so clever? What is the point in singing that during the game? I was totally disgusted, and when we scored the second goal, I actually turned to a friend of mine who was one of the people booing, and I said to him, "You don't deserve that." Fair play to him. His response to me was, "Amy, I don't, and I'm really sorry." But after we'd scored the winner, and I was stood around at the end looking around the stand and in a pub afterwards with my friends, I realised actually the vast majority of fans really did stick with them. We always do, through thick or thin, and it's them that deserve that win. The fans who go week in, week out, even when things are feeling crap like they are at the moment, they're the ones that deserve that win. The ones that travel hundreds of miles, even though they're expecting to see us lose, they're the ones that deserve that win. They're the ones that deserve to be happy going into this weekend.